Hey everybody, so I listened to The Yard, and before The Yard I never heard of this, and maybe this just goes to show that I don't really have too many, I don't hang out with my friends that often, but, I was about to say I don't have too many friends, but I actually think that's, like, statistically false. Like, I think I have more friends than average, but I don't hang out with them that often, so maybe this goes to show that, but, or maybe this is like a California thing, or something. I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna sound stupid when I'm describing this because I think this might be a very obvious concept, and so it's gonna be like, oh, why did he preface this so much? Like, they talk about like one times a lot. Like, man, this is my one time, and so I think for this month of December, this is my one time. This thumbnail's gonna suck. I'm trying to go to bed really quick, and it sucks. And I'm sorry about that. I didn't put enough effort into my schedule today to be able to do my thumbnail and like work on it and like have it look good, which is irritating because that's something I try to do for like the days leading up for Christmas for December, and I apologize for that, and that sucks, and I'm sorry. So I'm gonna try and do something a little interesting, but it's not going to be as high effort as some of my other thumbnails. So this is my one time for this December. Today is the 16th of December, and here it is. I think it's an angel. Oh, it's not. It's a squirrel. Why would it be an angel? They try to make advent calendars secular now. Is that correct? Yeah. Okay. Secular. Oh man, I already brushed my teeth. That goes to show I'm already gonna go to bed. I don't know why I just ate this chocolate, ma'am. I'll swish some water in my mouth and have some mouthwash before I go to bed. That's my parents watching their show in the background. They're watching something funny. I don't know what. I actually do know what. They told me, but I forgot. I woke up at like 5:40 a.m. this morning because I snoozed a little too much, which was a little embarrassing, which sucked. And then I walked 5 miles on the treadmill, and then I walked to work, and then I walked home. And so, altogether, I've taken 30,000 steps today. Look. Isn't that sick? 30,000 steps. It's 15.82 miles. And so I burned 1,739 calories. So after I exercised, I took a shower. I didn't really eat any food because I've been trying to eat food a little less. And I showed up at work, and they were like, "Leo, we're glad you're here. This guy brought in some barbecue sliders." And it was weird. Apparently, like when they had opened, this guy had come in with some like food, like some barbecue, like sliders, and he was like, man, I made these for you guys because every time I come here you guys always make really good food, so I'm making good food for you guys. There's coleslaw on them, and I used ranch instead of like the normal coleslaw sauce, and he told them all about them. And so my two co-workers, one of them was like, what if they're poison? And I wasn't there, but this is just how it was described to me. It's like, what if they're poison? And it was already when one of them had been eating them, so they were going to find out. And I had shown up, and neither of them were dead, so it wasn't poison. So I had a couple of them, and that was pretty tasty, and that's the first thing I ate that day, and that was at around 10:30. So last time I ate last night was at 8:30. So I didn't eat for 14 and a half hours. Which I think is pretty good. That's like how fasting works, I think. I don't know. I recently learned a person I think I like has been doing fasting, and I'm like, man, maybe fasting is a good idea because I've been thinking about it. I might do it, but I think there might also be negative health effects. But also, it just means like just eating at a certain time, So I don't know. But also, I don't want to be getting like an eating disorder or anything. Like, I don't think I have the mind that's super susceptible to an eating disorder, but, it's just one of those, like, I think, once you start fasting, it's kind of, like, really easy to just take that next step, and just, like, maybe I just shouldn't eat. And I think that's, I think it's good that I'm aware that that's a possibility, so that I make sure it doesn't happen. And, I've been like at a pretty low weight for a while. Like I've been maintaining like my 160, like 155 to 170 weight for like over a year. So I don't think I'm super susceptible to that sort of thing. But what can you do? I know what I can do. Be aware of it, and just not do it. And I don't think it's weird that I'm even mentioning it because I think it's such a non-issue, something that's not even going to happen, so it's kind of weird that I'm mentioning it in the first place. But yeah, today I worked from 10 to 3:45, which is my longest shift, I think, ever, and I'm going to be doing the same thing tomorrow. I'm pretty happy about it. Yesterday I turned in my last school assignment, so, you know, I don't really have anything to do. So I'm okay with working. And this is all of my sandwich job. I'm going to be working on Thursday at my model building job, which is cool. I'm excited for that, even though it makes my face a little red for some reason. I think it's because they use latex paint there. But anyway, yeah, I made my bed. That's some clean sheets you're seeing behind me. Anyways, yeah, so I got home at like 4:30 about. That's my parents' show. I got home at like 4:30 about, and then I bought some contacts. A lot of the people who watch me on YouTube aren't American, so you don't know how much trouble it is to like just deal with healthcare related things, including, you know, vision care, like contacts. But so the thing that had happened was I was looking around for the cheapest place to buy the contacts I need. I was looking around and I was like, well, I can get, you know, they're 2-week contacts, but I use them, like I throw them out once a month because it doesn't, you know, they're based, like, it's not as if they start breaking down after 2 weeks. Like, they still work. I just wear them until they start ripping in my eyes. And I throw them out and I just get a new pair. But I got about 12 pairs of contacts. And altogether it was around $147, and I got them from Costco, which seemed to be the cheapest place to get them. But because Costco online doesn't accept our vision insurance, but they are in network of our vision insurance, which means if you buy stuff from that, like vision related things, as long as it's under $150, they'll pay for it, but anything over that $150, you have to pay for, but it resets every year. So every year you kind of get an allowance of $150 that you can spend on contacts, and anything over that you can't do. So that's why I'm getting them in December, because I ran out in about November, and these are some old contacts. I'm very careful with them, you know, so they don't break. But my dad was like, you know, you should try to get new contacts in December, so then in January you can get even more new contacts because it resets on the first of the year. Your contacts allowance. So I was able to do that, and because they don't accept the insurance online, I had to like submit an insurance claim, which I've never done before, but it was actually kind of easy. I had to do it through my mom's account because the vision insurance comes from my mom's work, and so I had to submit a claim through her account. Of course it was under my name, like the claim was under my name, but I had to sign it to her account, which was a little confusing because I thought I had to sign into my account, but because she's the account holder, I signed into her account, and it says hello, like I almost just doxed my mom's name. It says hello, you know, my mom's name, Dean, right? But I'm filing a claim under my name. It's very strange, but you know, I did that, and hopefully they should cover me, because it was just $147. It was $142, which is just $8 under the total, and yeah, yeah. So I basically just did that all day, which sucked. Bye.